Okay, now visible.
Yes, sir. Sir, we can't hear you, sir.
Now audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Beginning in the ಕೇಳಿಸ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ.
Sir, ಅದು visible ಅಂತ
Mute
ಅಂತಲ್ಲ sir.
Mute
ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ
ಆಗಿದೆ. Okay. Now balancing of rotating masses. Introduction about balancing of rotating masses. Why balancing is required in all mission components are all rotating parts. Okay, the main purpose of balancing of rotating masses. Nowadays so many rotary parts and high speed engines are present. High speed engines means the shafts are rotated in higher speed. Okay, due to higher speed the shafts are rotated away from the center axis. What is the main reason the shafts are rotated away from the center axis? Means due to centrifugal force. What is mean by centrifugal force? Anybody, what is mean by centrifugal force? Centrifugal force nothing but the force is acting away from the body. Okay, the type of force is called as a centrifugal force. In all rotary components the centrifugal force is acting. Okay, because of all the shafts are rotated in higher speed. Okay, due to higher speed the shafts are rotated above the or below the center axis or away from the center axis due to centrifugal force. Okay, to once the shafts are rotated away from the center axis, okay, due to that particular rotation the vibration is created. Okay, the once the vibration is created the vehicle is not moving smooth manner because of vibration. To avoid that one, the once balancing of masses is introduced in that particular shaft. Okay, that one balancing of rotating masses. Okay, how to introduce the balancing of rotating masses in that particular high speed shafts? Because you go for lathe machine, the shafts are very less in length. That time very the shafts are rotated in higher speed. Okay, only small amount of centrifugal force is acting exactly center of the shaft. Okay, in that time you can minimize the vibration because of the length of the shaft is very less. Suppose you go for long shafts, the shafts are rotated in between two bearings. Okay, the shafts is very long. In that time the shafts are rotated very high speed. Okay, in exactly center the centrifugal force is acting. Due to centrifugal force the center of the shaft is rotated away from the center axis of the shaft. Both left and right side of the shafts are rotated same axis or shaft axis. Because of both the left and right side of the shafts are rigidly fixed in between two bearing. Only center of the shaft rotated away from the center axis. That particular rotation is called as a eccentric rotation. Eccentric
ಸರ್ ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್, ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿಲ್ಲ.
Okay, once you go for longer shafts, the longer shafts are rotated in between two bearings. Okay, due to rotation of the higher rotation of the shaft, the exactly center axis of the shaft, the shaft is rotated away from the axis due to centrifugal force. both the ends, left and right side of the shaft, that one rotated exactly center, because that one rigidly fixed in between two bearings. Okay, not possible. The centrifugal force is acting both left and right side because of rigid supports present in both the left and right side. At exactly center, there is no support. Okay, due to that particular condition, the shaft is rotated away from the center axis. That particular rotation is called as a eccentric rotation. Eccentric rotation nothing but any shafts are rotated away from the center axis. That particular rotation is called as a eccentric rotation or eccentric rotary motion. Okay, if the parts are not properly balanced, suppose you can consider 10 diameter of rod is used to transmit power from one shaft to another shaft, or one bearing to another shaft. Throughout the length of the shaft, you can maintain equal diameter. Left side of the shaft diameter 10 exactly center 10 right side of the shaft also you can maintain 10 diameter, only 10 diameter. Then only the shaft is rotated without any eccentric. Okay, suppose you can consider consider one shaft. Left side of the shaft is 10 diameter, exactly center 9 diameter, and right side 10 diameter. In that particular shaft, once the type of shaft you can mounted in between two bearings. Okay, once the shaft is rotated, both left and right side of the shaft 10 diameter, exactly center of the shaft is 9 diameter. Okay, due to imbalance of the shaft is rotated away from the center axis. Okay, to avoid that one, once you manufacturing any shafts, okay, in that time you can maintain throughout the length of the shaft equal diameter. Okay, then only the shaft is rotated in the same axis, or else the shaft is rotated away from the center axis. Here so many once the shaft is rotated away from the center axis, in that time the dynamic forces are acting on that particular body. Dynamic force nothing but what? Static and dynamic forces. What is meant by static and what is meant by dynamic force? Anybody any idea? Yes or no?
So static force is
Ah,
which keeps the object in rest.
static in the simple definition, static force nothing but any stationary body subjected to some external forces or any external load. Okay, that one call it as a static force or static loads. Okay, static force or static nothing but stationary condition. Any bodies in stationary condition, in that time so many external forces or loads are acting on that particular body. Okay, the type of forces are called as a static force or static load. Dynamic force or dynamic load nothing but any body moving or rotary motion. In that time so many forces or loads are acting on that particular body. Okay, the type of forces or loads are called as a dynamic force or dynamic load. Here in this rotary the rotation shaft, the shaft is in rotary motion. Okay, in that time due to rotation of the shaft, the centrifugal force is acting away from the body. Okay, acting away from the body. Once for example of centrifugal force, you can take one rope, another one end of the rope you can fix the one stone, another end by using hand you can rotate the stone, because of that particular stone is acting away from the center. Okay, that type of force is called as a centrifugal force. Here also same, in all rotary motion or rotary parts the centrifugal forces are acting because of self weight of the component or self weight of the shaft. The shaft is moving away from the center axis. Okay, that particular shaft is force is called as a centrifugal force. How to balance that particular centrifugal force? Okay, once the shaft is rotated away from the axis, that particular force is called as a centrifugal force. In opposite direction, one more force is acting towards axis, center axis. That particular force is called as a centripetal force. centripetal force. When centripetal force is acting, when the shaft is acting away from the center axis in opposite direction, one more mass you can attach it. Okay, suppose that one centrifugal force or shaft is moving upward direction, in downward direction same mass you can attach it to optical axis. Particular force is called as a centripetal force. Okay, centripetal force. Okay, centrifugal force is different. Centripetal force is acting on the center axis. That particular force is now
ಇನ್ನೂ ಹಾಗೆ ಇದೆ ಸರ್.
now also same problem. One second, I will rejoin. Okay, yeah, one second. I can't rejoin. Now audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The one more mass is attached to the opposite direction of centrifugal force of secondary mass. The force or load is acting towards center axis. That particular force is called as a, or load is called as a centripetal force. Okay, that's why balancing is required in all rotary motions. Okay, without balancing means the shafts are rotated away from the center axis. Okay, due to centrifugal force, some vibration is present in that particular body or any rotary component. Due to vibration, the power is not properly transmitted between one bearing to another bearing or one point to another point. That is the main reason. Now, balancing of rotating masses. Okay, why balancing is required in all components? Okay, suppose without balancing of any component or any rotary shafts, okay, the shafts are due to centrifugal force, the shafts are going to be bend towards downward direction. Okay, because of self weight or because of centrifugal force, the shafts are going to be bend. Once the shafts are going bending, the shafts are rotated away from the center axis. Okay, in that time maximum amount of power or power is lost in between two bearings. Okay, not transfer 100% power from one point to another point. And also along with centrifugal force, the vibration is produced. Okay, due to vibration, the entire mission is vibrates. Okay, due to single shaft or due to single component, entire mission is going to be vibrate. In that time, very difficult to perform any work. Okay, that is the main reason. Okay, in all automobile mobiles, all aeroplanes, so many rotary parts are so many moving parts are present. All components are properly balanced. Then only without vibration, the machine or the components or the vehicles are moving smoothly. Once the shafts are rotated away from the center axis, in that time some vibration is created due to single component. Entire machine is going to be vibrate or entire vehicle is going to be vibrate. Okay, that is the main. The balancing is required in all rotary components or moving components. Here, now audible properly?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now following when you used balancing, okay, suppose the shaft is rotated center axis, in that time not required any some extra masses, not required. Okay, in that time shaft only smoothly rotated at exactly center axis. In that time there is no vibration occurs. In that time entire machine or entire vehicle is moving smoothly. When you require the hello what when you require the balancing, okay, the following cases are important to balance the all the rotary components are moving components. First condition, balancing of rotating masses by single mass rotating in the same plane. Suppose the one shaft is there, the shaft is rotated in between the two bearings, exactly center of the shaft is rotated away from the center axis. Away from the center axis, nothing but see here, I will show one, this one, this one shaft is there. Okay, this one bearing. Okay, this one, the shaft is rotated in between the two bearings. Okay, right and left side of the bearing rigidly fixed, that one rotated only same axis. Suppose you can increase the speed of the shaft is going to be rotated like this. Rotated like this. Rotated like this means this one center axis. Okay, this one the shaft is rotated away from the center axis. This particular distance is called as a eccentric distance. Okay, in that time the balancing is required for this particular shaft. In that time exactly center of the shaft you can attach one more mass for balancing purpose. Okay, exactly center of the only exactly center of the shaft only, that one rotated away from the center axis. We see here both left and right side of the shaft, that one rotated same axis. Okay, once you balance this exactly center, this particular left and right, that particular shaft also rotated center axis. Shaft axis. Okay, we can add one. In that time, the shaft is going to be balanced. Okay, that is the first condition. Balancing of rotating masses by a single mass rotating in the same plane. Same plane means in this perpendicular to the x-axis or perpendicular to the axis of the shaft, you can attach the one more mass. Okay. Next, second condition, balancing of single rotating mass by a two masses rotating in different planes. Okay, here this shaft is very short length. Okay, in that time only exactly center you can attach one mass. That time the shaft is going to be balanced. Suppose you go for longer shafts, in that time very difficult to balance exactly center. Okay, in that time you can attach two masses in sorry, one second. Two masses attached in different planes. Here you can attach one mass. Here somewhere here attached one more mass. Mass means here. See here this one mass. This one more mass. You can attach it in different planes. Okay, this one one plane. This one more plane. Okay, like that you can attach the two different masses in two different plane, but that one rotated in single rotating mass, single balancing of single rotating masses, that one both this mass and this mass are rotated in clockwise direction only. Okay, then only the system is going to be, our shaft is going to be balanced. Suppose this one rotated clockwise, this one rotated anti-clockwise direction, in that time centrifugal force is created, again the eccentricity distance is increased. Okay, next third one, balancing of rotating masses in the same plane. Okay, see here one mass you can attach it, one more opposite you can attach it one more mass. See here opposite, same plane means this particular mass number 1 and mass number 2 both are rotated in same plane. See here along y direction both the mass 1 and mass 2 are rotated. Okay, either you can attach it exactly center or towards left side or towards right side of the center, you can attach both the masses, then only the system is going to be balanced. Then fourth condition, balancing of different rotating masses in different planes. Okay, different so many masses you can use to balance the component or shaft. Here one mass is there, here one more mass is there, this one mass number 1, this one mass number 2. Two different masses you can use to balance the component or shaft. Okay, this one rotated in different plane, this one rotated in different plane. Suppose if you want, you can attach one more mass. Here you can attach one more mass, this one mass number 3. Okay, different points you can attach additional masses in that particular shaft. Okay, that particular masses are attached masses rotated in different planes. Okay, that one call it as a balancing of different rotating masses in different planes. Okay, first condition, how to rotate balancing of single rotating mass by a single mass rotating in the same plane. See here one shaft is there, visible this one,
Yes, sir.
visible or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, first condition, when the additional masses are required, or when you can balance the any rotary components. First condition, balancing of single rotating mass by a single mass rotating in the same plane. See here this one, both the ends of the shaft, that one rigidly fixed in between two bearings. This one bearing, this one more bearing. Okay, in between two bearings the shaft is rotated either clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. Okay, due to higher speed, exactly center of the shaft is going to be rotated away from the center axis. Suppose this particular shaft is rotated now in stationary condition, the shaft axis is lying on exactly center. Suppose you can increase the speed of the shaft is going to be rotated like this. Okay, rotated like this. Okay, because of centrifugal force. Here there is no support exactly center. Okay, due to imbalance, the shaft is rotated away from the center axis. Okay, to once this one rotated away from the center axis, the centrifugal force is acting. This particular shaft is acting away from the center axis. Okay, in this opposite to the or perpendicular to the x-axis, the shaft is going to be moving. Okay, that particular force is called as a centrifugal force. In this direction, like that the shaft is rotated. Okay, to avoid that one exactly center, you can attach one mass. To balance purpose, you can attach one mass. In opposite direction, you can attach one more mass for balancing purpose. This particular mass is due to self weight of the shaft, that one acting towards away from the center axis. For balancing purpose, you can attach one more mass. In that time, due to this particular balancing mass, the shaft is rotated in same axis or center axis. Okay, this one angle is very important to attach some additional masses or additional weight. Okay, see here x direction is there. Okay, here opposite, exactly opposite to the M mass, the B mass is connected. Okay, suppose the M mass is in 45 degree. Okay, exactly opposite to the M mass, you can attach one more mass. Okay, this one I am telling example. Here to here theta. Theta means this one center axis of the shaft. Okay, you can the mass or this particular shaft is rotated at an angle of 45 degree or moving towards 45 degree, because year to year you can measure the angle means that one 45 degree only. Okay, 45 or 50 degree. I am telling example. Okay, this one theta 45 degree, exactly perpendicular opposite direction. You can attach the one more mass. Year to year 180 degree. 180 plus 45 how much? 2. Year to year also same 45 degree. 45 plus year to year 180 degree. Year 45, this one also 45. Then only the system is going to be balanced. This one 45 degree, when the balancing masses attached 60 or 70 degree, in that time the system is not properly balanced. Okay, this one rotated one direction, this mass is rotated some other direction. In that time the system is imbalanced. Okay, like that you can attach the masses. Then how to find out their centrifugal forces of both M mass as well as the B mass. Okay, for centrifugal forces due to mass M, okay, due to mass, this particular mass M, the centrifugal force is acting. Centrifugal force means the mass is acting away from the center axis. Okay, due to rotation of the shaft. Okay, in that time centrifugal force due to the mass M equals M into omega square into R. Here M is the mass of the M mass, omega means angular velocity of the or angular speed of the M mass, R means radius of this particular shaft, radius of the this particular mass. Here to this center to this particular mass you can consider as a radius. Okay, radius also very important. That is the centrifugal force. Centrifugal force due to mass M equals M into small m into omega square into small r. M is weight or mass of the M. Omega means angular speed or angular velocity. R means radius of particular mass M. Then you go for second, one more mass is there. B mass or balanced mass. That one also acting towards opposite direction to that of mass M. That one also acting towards downward direction or away from the center. See here, this one acting away from the center, or this one observe from front view. This M mass is acting towards upward direction. The B mass is acting towards downward direction. Then only the system is going to be balanced. Here also same centrifugal force is acting towards downward direction. Okay, here also some centrifugal force is acting at mass number or mass B. How to find out that particular centrifugal force means centrifugal force due to mass B equals capital B into omega square into small b. Here capital B nothing but mass of the additional mass or balanced mass B. Omega means angular speed or angular velocity of the mass B. B means radius of this particular B mass. Here to center to here you can consider radius. Okay, here to here you can consider radius. See here to here this particular distance only you can consider. Okay, this one small r. For this one you can consider only this particular portion, here to here. This one small b. Okay, radius of the balancing mass. Okay, then okay, here two different centrifugal forces are acting on shaft for perfect balancing. Okay, when perfect balancing, both are rotated in opposite in direction. One is acting towards upward direction, one more is acting towards downward direction. No? Then only the system is going to be balanced. In that time, how to balance that particular system or shaft? In that time, m into omega square into this one. Suppose you can consider this one equation number 1 and this one equation number 2. Okay, both equations you can equate it to 0. Okay, this one you can consider plus. Okay, because that one acting original mass is acting towards upward direction. For balancing mass, that one connected opposite to the original mass m. That's why you can consider this one negative sign. Okay, this one equation number 1, this one equation number 2, equated both equation number 1 and 2 equated to 0. Small m omega square into r minus this one minus you can consider because that one acting opposite to the mass m. That's why you can consider negative sign. Minus capital B into omega square into small b equals 0. Here omega square minus plus omega square minus omega square get cancels. Finally, m omega square r into this r equal to, because this one negative sign is there, once you negative sign send it to right side of equation, plus b omega square into small b. Here omega square get cancels. Finally capital M into small r equal to capital B into small b. Here capital B M nothing but mass of the M mass, r is the their radius, capital B nothing but mass of the B mass, then small b nothing but radius of that particular B mass. Here capital M is the disturbing mass, small b means balancing mass, smaller nothing but radius of rotation of mass M, small b nothing but radius of rotation of the mass B. Here which one, M capital M is the disturbing mass, because without addition of this particular B mass, the shaft is rotated due to self-weight due to self-weight of the shaft, center of the shaft, that one acting away from the center axis. That one call it as a disturbing mass. To avoid that, once the disturbing mass is created, automatically the vibration is created in that particular shaft. To avoid that one more balancing mass is attached to opposite to this particular mass. Okay, this one capital B is called as a balancing mass, capital M nothing but disturbing mass, smaller nothing but radius of this particular disturbing mass, small b nothing but radius of the balancing mass. Okay, when the perfect balance, okay, in that time capital M into small r equals capital B into small b, then only the system is going to be balanced. Otherwise the shaft is rotated away from the center axis. Okay, this one first condition. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, why balancing is required? Without balancing means the shafts are rotated away from the center axis. Due to centrifugal force, the vibration is created. Once vibration is created, entire machine or entire vehicle is going to be vibrate. To avoid that one, to add the some other additional masses to minimize the vibration or to minimize the centrifugal force. Any doubts means you can ask. Next class I will explain different two masses rotated in different planes, how the system is going to be balanced, or more than two different masses are rotated in different planes, how the system is going to be balanced. Okay, I will explain in next class.